Yo, what's good? This is going to be how to get abs for the very first time because most guys have never seen their abs, and half of you guys haven't even seen your fucking dick. Uh, beep. How to get abs for the first time. So, most guys have never actually seen their abs, and it's not really because you can't do it. It's really just you don't know the actual strategy, and you honestly just haven't put in the work yet. So, here's your starting point. You're struggling with confidence. You're short on time. I mean, who doesn't think they're short on time, if we're being completely honest? But you're confused about what actually works for fat loss and your ab development. There's a lot of misinformation on, oh, do these 3 crunches, bro, and you'll turn your flabby stomach into well-defined six pack that all of the big booty ladies are gonna love. But yeah, it's kind of a bunch of bullshit. Well, I'll tell you actually what actually works. We'll get into it. What you're going to do after seeing this and in a couple months is you're going to see a legit six pack for the very first time. And I'm not talking about just like, oh, like, maybe he's got, is that like fat cysts on his belly or is that abs? Like, no, people are going to be able to be actually able to tell, damn, this guy's got some legit six pack, badass. But seriously, you're gonna get some visible abs that you can actually be proud of. And like I said, this roadmap is not gonna be a bunch of shortcuts. It's not gonna be, oh, just starve yourself for 16 hours of the day and then eat raw eggs and raw steak on a cutting board and raise your testosterone. Bullshit. This is just gonna be the truth about what it actually takes. So I'm not gonna BS you. Let's jump into it. That doesn't work. Hello. There we go. All right, the foundation is your biggest mistake. You have to believe this before you can achieve it. So, this is actually something that is really going to have to be a mindset, a shift for you. If you don't genuinely believe that you can get abs, you will never actually do it. Like, you have to genuinely have this picture of yourself in your head where you have the abs before you can achieve it. And I boil that down to believe before you achieve. And really, this mindset shift will help you. It's that abs are earned and not given. So this is not an easy process. And realistically, this is not what you want to hear, but that honestly does make it really worth it. Like the beauty is in the struggle. I know you've heard that quote before, and I know you probably think it's kind of stupid, but it's completely true. Like the abs that I have right now wouldn't mean nearly as much to me if it was super easy. Like the difficulty that it took genuinely does make me happy. And there's a misconception going around that like, oh, only some people can have abs. Like some people are born to be abs. Well, some people are born with less hunger, which definitely makes it easier to get the abs just because you're not eating as much. But everybody has abs, and it's just under a big ass layer of tubbiness in your midsection of Ben and Jerry's ice cream that you've been storing for when the grain storages run out and winter comes. All right, here's the truth though. Anybody can get abs. Just takes consistent work. Your genetics, they're not the reason. Let's be honest. It's your habits. Can we be honest, man? It's your habits. So my reality check, I had my own, man. I mean, I was 320. I started, and I told everybody like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna stop at like 250 once I get abs, and I got to 250, and damn, I was still storing a lot of those Oreos I ate. Didn't have abs. So it actually took getting down to 220 before they even like started appearing. And that's when it's like the what I said earlier was are those abs or is that just like 4 weirdly defined cysts in a box shape on your midsection? That's kind of what it was for me. I got down to about 210 and then I could genuinely like see them. Now about I actually weighed in at 203 this morning. So now they are like quite defined and I can like they're legit abs now. So that's why I'm making this video because I'm not going to talk about some shit that I haven't done before. And honestly, what that taught me was it's just going to take more than you think it will. You think it might be easy, it's going to be harder than you think. If you think it's going to be hard, it's going to be harder. Pause. That sounded really gay, but you understand what I'm saying. There's no magic weight where abs will suddenly appear. You just keep going until they show up. Like how you get abs is how you lose the first 20 pounds. It's the same shit. So really what you have to ask yourself is I ask myself this literally all of the time. I still do it. What would my future self do in this moment? And what you'll do is let that guide your food choices, your workouts, and really kind of a big one for me is whether I hit snooze or get up. And that kind of just defines the rest of my entire day. So ask yourself that a lot, man, when you're going on this journey. After what I tell you, what would my future self do? What would that future self of Luke do? And the reason I have WWLD is because this is what I ask myself. What would Luke do? So if you don't even have an image of your future self in your mind, I guess just think about me. If that's kind of weird, then don't do that. But just ask yourself, well, what would Luke do in this moment? And then do that. Damn it. All right, your 3-step plan to visible abs. Ooh, I forgot to change the color there. That looks gross. So master these in order, and you will finally see the abs that have been hiding under your midsection. So we're going to go from most important to least important. Number one importance is the diet, obviously. Then we go with the gym, and then we're actually going to have a secret weapon at the end, which is vague. So you watch the rest of this video. You will finish this video. Step one, the diet, which is the most important. No amount of crunches is ever going to reveal your abs if you don't fix your damn diet. Like no amount of 10-minute core workouts you see on YouTube is going to get you a 6-pack, bro. You got to lose that fat. So really the goal here is just we want to lose fat at a sustainable rate of around 1 to 2 pounds per week. If you're feeling extra impatient, go to 2 pounds per week. If you know you can't sustain diets, then go to 1 pound per week. Simple as that. Any faster than that, though, you start to lose some muscle, and slower than that, you're just going to lose patience. I mean, you can definitely lose fat at 0.5 pound per week, but I mean, that takes you what, like 50 weeks to lose 25 pounds, almost a year to lose 25 pounds, which is not bad, but we want results now. So to actually get a quick win, set up your diet plan today to achieve that weekly fat loss of 1 to 2 pounds per week. Calculate your calories, track your food, and actually commit to the process, which is actually the most important thing on this slide. Commit to the process. And then this is really, I put this here just because I want to call you guys out, because a lot of you guys do say this. You say, oh, I just don't have time, or I'm just too busy. Like, let's be honest, that's not the real issue. You can literally eat fast food for every single meal, and you can still get abs if you stay in a calorie deficit. So time is not the issue. It's that somehow, I don't know how it happens, but that Burger King big ass Whopper finds its way into your mouth about 3 times per week. I don't, and it's just maybe it's time. We both know it's not. Step 2 is the gym. Man, I hate that color. This is what actually is going to be what matters here. So you really have 2 options here for working out specifically to get abs. Now, this is going to take quite a bit longer to build up your abs, but just like any other muscle, you can train them. So crunches is going to get like that upper abs. Like if you're looking at me in the picture here, up here, right about these. So doing crunches, and then leg raises where you literally, like, this is your lower body. You're going to go with your legs and raise your legs. So either hang from a bar, or they have the captain's chair, which is where you're like holding onto the handles like this and you're suspended in air, and then you raise up your legs. So those are the most 2 that you're going to do. Just do about 3 sets of each of those about twice a week, and you're going to max out your ab development like that. So just like any other muscle though, progressive overload, proper form, you don't need any fancy equipment, which is actually pretty nice about this. With cardio though, this is also a really big help, is do the elliptical. So the elliptical is actually going to be the best bang for your buck on burning calories. The only thing that might beat it is the Stairmaster, but in my experience, the elliptical is just the best. It's the easiest, it burns the most calories, it's really easy on your joints, and it's not going to destroy your muscles like going up the Stairmaster would. And the best way to do this, just sneak 20 minutes in every time you work out. Do 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after, and that's going to burn 1 to 2, if you're big, 1 to 200 extra calories per day, which 250 calories is a 0.5 pound of fat per week. So you can see how that really adds up. 250 calories per day, I should add. So really adds up quickly. Don't skip your cardio, man. I know it sucks, it takes time. I don't like doing it. None of my clients like doing it. I have this picture of my client Tim here, just to show you that what we teach here actually does work. You can see he's gone from not crazy out of shape, but just kind of an average guy to you can definitely tell that he's in shape. He takes care of himself, and that's really the end goal there. So step 3, this is what I call the secret weapon, and it's going to be delaying your dopamine. So I know this is really abstract, but I promise you, this will make every other disciplined decision in your day easier. When you start your day off and you literally start off the day by just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, you're like frying your brain. You're teaching your brain to just go for that instant dopamine gratification fix now. It wants everything now, now, now. So then when you get later in the day and you're like kind of bored at night, you're at a way lower dopamine level than what you started the day at, then it's going to be way harder for you to resist like just binge eating or snacking when you don't want any food, because your brain has already like hit that high bar of dopamine early in the day and it wants to get back to that for the rest of the day. But if you don't touch your phone for the first couple hours, and what I mean by that is just don't fucking scroll, man. Don't do any of that shit for 2 to 3 hours early in the day. You're going to start your day off and get a really low baseline of dopamine. So now later in the day, like your body is not going to want to get back up to this high level of dopamine because it wasn't even set. When you set your dopamine level low, it makes it a lot easier, not easy, but easier to be disciplined later in the day. And that really does help. So now that you can actually get abs, just on you to earn them now. So, all right, I'm going to be direct with you. You can get abs, but you have to accept that earning them does actually require some serious and consistent work. I promise you, nobody with visible abs has gotten them by accident. Nobody just woke up one day and was like, oh, fuck. Wow. When did those come in? Unless they're like 145 pounds and they forget to eat, but that's not you. So let's re-go over this. Fix your mindset, man. Like, believing is achieving. Stop believing that you can't and start believing that you just haven't done it yet. Just remember that, man. You just haven't done it yet. It's not that you can't do it. It's not that you'll never do it. You just haven't done it yet. Believe it and you'll achieve it. Commit to the diet. So 1 to 2 pounds of fat loss per week is ideal. Set it up today and then just stick to it. Don't second guess yourself. More planning does not equal better results. More action does. So just stick to your 1 to 2 pounds of fat loss per week diet and stick to it. Master the basics of the crunches, doing your leg raises, and then your elliptical for cardio. This is really it's just the most simple way to do it, man. There's no reason to complicate it. You're just going to waste your time. You're going to waste your energy. Then you're going to get frustrated because the 16 circuit ab routine that you're doing that you saw on Facebook Reels is not getting you abs. Just do 3 sets of crunches, 3 sets of leg raises every single time you go. Not every single time, 2 times per week. And then do 10 minutes before and after your lift every single time you lift. And before you know it, you do both those things and you actually stick to it, you'll have abs genuinely before you even know it. And lastly, to actually be able to stick to everything, just win your mornings, man. No scrolling first thing. Just control your morning dopamine, and you'll be disciplined for the rest of the day. And then to cap all of this off, WWLD. What would Luke do? Or substitute your name in there. Would your future self thank you for the actions you're about to take? So when you think about this right now. What would he do right now? Don't just read this. Like, what's the first action that you would take? Is it, calculating your calories? Is it dropping down on the floor? Jump down to the floor and give me 20. Is it doing crunches on the floor? Is it, putting your phone in another room? Is it downloading one of those like Instagram locker apps on your phone where it doesn't allow you to go on Instagram? What is it? And just do it. Just do something, man. Just do one thing that I've mentioned in this video right now. Set up your diet, do some crunches, do some leg raises, go to the gym, do elliptical. Or if this is in your morning, get off YouTube, get off Instagram, get off Facebook, stop scrolling, and just go about your day. And all of this, I promise, will help you. And if you want one-to-one implementation, just click the link in the description and work with me one-to-one. And peace. Have a good one.